Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Surprising y'all with a earlier live. Because I think I'm actually going to start going live earlier. Kind of more so around this time. Come on in, come on in. Because I want us to get these businesses together before 2024. I really do. For those who do not know me, my name is Elle Antoinette. I am a feminine business strategist. And what I do is I help my amazing clients who are women service providers. I help those amazing women create digital business models so that they're able to do their sacred work from anywhere in the entire world. That's basically what I do. I'm a digital nomad. And for those who wondering, is it possible to actually do a digital nomad lifestyle? You absolutely can. There are about 17.3 million digital nomads living in the United States, and the digital nomad population total around the world is about 49% of those people are women. Okay, so you definitely can do this. You can do this journey. It's very, very possible. Hey, Kendra, my love, thank you for these hearts. It's very, very possible for you to do this, and I love supporting my clients in this way because it supports them in becoming extremely free, aligning with their authentic femininity, as well as becoming extremely financially secure. Because I think that we have gotten really confused that a job or a man should be our security plan, and that's really not the way that it's supposed to be. You literally have creative gifts within you that can support you and take you to the next level if you're able to just really, really trust the process. And so today, I'm going to be talking specifically about why your business may not be producing. Like, why you may not be seeing consistency, or you may not be seeing sales, or you may not be seeing these things happen in your business. I'm going to give you the 3 reasons why that probably is happening. And it's probably going to shock you because it tends to shock a lot of people when they tend to actually pay attention to this because it really, really matters, okay? So let me know in the comments where you are watching from and share this with another amazing business owner, okay? That is going to need this because I'm going to literally break everything down. I'm getting this on my iPad. And let me know in the comments where you are watching from. Now, last week I gave a free masterclass on how to stop hustling in your business. I hope that people didn't miss that. I may make that public on YouTube. Hey, Atlanta, so other people can see it. But I do have, and I know I said I was not going to do any more master classes, but I do have one, and it's really going to be an amazing one. It's actually called the Feminine Business Blueprint. And that particular class is going to really support women in designing their businesses and restructuring them around their design. So it's going to be absolutely amazing, and I'm really, really excited about it. And trust me, y'all should too. Hey, Nashville, because it's going to be fire. I'm going to be giving out some amazing information there, and there's 7 things that I'm going to cover, and I'll go over those things more so towards the end. But again, for those who are just joining, my name is Elle Antoinette. I'm a feminine business strategist. Today I'm going to be talking about, like I said, why your business is not really producing any fruit. Before I get into that, I'm going to tell you about how belief impacts your biology and biology influences your behavior, how valuable you are, and then I'm also going to give you a success strategy that you can apply to your life and your business that has really supported me, that continues to support my clients. Hey, my love, that continues to support my clients in them excelling and ascending in the direction that they actually want to go in, that is really that really aligns with the desires of their hearts. And so I want that for you as well. So let's go ahead and get into the first thing. The first thing I need you to understand is that you are currency. Okay, the way out, and I think a lot of people don't realize this, the way out of lack mindset, the way out of the way into a progression type of mindset, the way to elevate in that type of space, the first thing that you have to do is that you have to start assessing your self-concept and your beliefs around yourself. I cannot stress this enough. Hey, my love, When you settle and when you don't take care of yourself and when you don't make sure you're good, you settle for a sloppy life. You settle for a less quality life because you are not being honest with yourself about what it is that you really, 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 really want. So when we don't take care of ourselves, when we don't prioritize ourselves, when we don't do these things, what ends up happening is that we end up settling for less. I don't care what anyone tells you. You end up settling for less when you don't know your identity and you don't understand your value. And if you don't believe me, I want you to really go back and look at jobs that you may have been on or tasks and things you may have participated in that you know. I don't know how you know, but you just know that those things were literally beneath you, but you continue to participate in them. But you look back on it like, why did I even do that? I'm telling you, the things you do when you don't understand your value as a woman position you to play yourself in business. And this is what I tell women all the time. It makes no sense for you to come over into business and to achieve and make hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you don't know how to manage yourself because you're going to blow that bag. There are a lot of people who have built businesses from 2020 and they have literally blown the bag because they didn't know their identity, so they tried to adopt another one. And when they realized that mask didn't work for them, that's when everything seemed to go bankrupt. Because what you have to understand is that whatever you attract under false pretenses, you cannot keep, nor can you manage, because these things honestly do not belong to you. So the first thing that is very important for every business owner, every person to understand about themselves is that you are currency. You are time, you are energy, you are attention, and you are money. You don't have to beg for these things. You don't have to slave for these things. You don't have to exhaust yourself for these things. You literally are these things. You literally create and manage these things. That's literally your responsibility here on the earth, to learn how to manage and operate within your time frame and what are the things that you're supposed to be doing, so you don't waste chronos time, which is your chronological time. Because if you waste chronos time, your years, your seconds, your hours, your days, you're going to miss seasons, which is your kairos time. You're not going to be able to tap into the wealthy seasons that's happening because you didn't waste the time over here. So you can't get your mind right to even believe or participate in experiences over here where other people are attending to win because you wasted so much time. So you have to understand that you are time, first and foremost. You are also energy. The reason why people in society are exhausted, the reason why people in society are very, very tired is because we have a lot of people pleasers. We have a lot of people that want to look like a good person, so they don't really speak and be real about what they want, nor are they being good stewards of their energy. They're just giving it away. And a lot of us do this all the time. You do it in the name of so-called being a good person, when in reality, that's not really what it is. Because you can't be something to someone else that you're not to yourself. And a good person wouldn't mismanage their energy, because a good person would understand the power within their energy. A good person would understand that everything that was created, that came to fruition, the Most High said, this is good. And understanding that good in the English definition is nowhere near what it is actually when it talks about it in scripture. When something came to this earth and it actually was good, that means it was extremely valuable. And so there's extremely valuable, powerful energy that lies within you. You can't afford to mismanage that. You mismanage your vulnerabilities and you feel like somebody owes you something. It's your responsibility to protect the energy that's within you. It's your responsibility to know yourself, because you should be your favorite subject to study next to the one that created you. When you know you, nobody can tell you about you. When you understand your power, nobody can take it. You understand that you can only give it away. Okay? So you have to understand that you are energy. And when you know your energy, you begin to protect that energy because you begin to understand how valuable it is. Okay? The next thing you have to understand is that you are attention. Listen to me. Whatever has your attention is going to impact how you operate. If you spend the majority of your time on social media consuming content, you are the product. If you consume more than you produce, you are the product. Okay? Social media is not free. It's not free. Y'all let social media pimp y'all, and you're not realizing it's not free. They literally listen to you and put things around you and suggest things so you can buy into these things, ads, all these things. You are the product because they have a behavioral profile on you, on every single person that buys. See, this is the thing I need you to understand. The Most High knows you inside and out because the Most High created you. But what you got to also understand is that attention is the highest form of currency in society. And so society has been paying attention to everything that you have tapped into since you got online. There's a behavioral profile, even a buying profile of how you buy. These people know you so well, baby, but you don't even know yourself. You don't even know yourself enough to protect yourself. Attention is currency. You overstimulate it because you're allowing any and everything to take your attention. And whatever consumes your attention, that's where your energy is going. That's where your time is going. And that's why you can't make any extra money. That's why you can't create money for yourself. Because as a woman, you have to know and understand that you naturally are an income increasing asset. If you don't know that about yourself, you don't need to be getting involved in relationships. And you definitely don't need to be dealing with a man that has means. Because you don't know how to amplify those means. You just know how to spend it. That's toxic femininity, baby, just knowing how to take. You don't know how to amplify. You don't know how to receive and amplify. That's wild. But you always got your hand out. But that's what happens when you don't really understand yourself, when you don't understand the value that you are, because you are time, you are energy, and you are attention. Let's get into the fact of how your money. In scripture, it tells you you have creative and witty inventions in your very being. That's Proverbs 8 and 12. You have creative and witty inventions in your very being. You let society tell you they're not good enough, though. That's why you don't tap into them. That's why you sit there in that space, in that 9 to 5, thinking that that's going to be your security plan. Hey, my love, if you are not paying attention to what's happening in the world, a job and a man is not your security plan. You better understand that you have creative and witty inventions in you. It doesn't make sense for you to be broke. It doesn't make sense for you to have 50 million jobs. It doesn't make sense for you to be exhausting yourself for money. It doesn't make sense for you to be doing any of these things. When you do these things such as scam, exhaust yourself for money, whore yourself out for money, all these type of things, people who operate under those frequencies are people who don't understand that they are actually money. See, your job, your 9 to 5 that you was working at, they know your money. You're the money to them because you actually get them to where they need to be so they can get more money. They use you knowing you don't know your value. They use you knowing you don't know your value. They put you in positions to compete against each other. They do all of these things to disrupt your natural nervous system as a woman. And you're wondering why you're out here screaming, I can't sit in my femininity. No, baby, you don't understand your gifts because you're disconnected from yourself. Because you would understand that you are money and you can create an opportunity. Even before I was even in alignment with the Most High and really being obedient, let me tell you something. A job could never play with me. Do you hear me? You start treating me like I'm nobody, baby, I will walk out. Because I trusted my ability to be able to go into a room and own the room because I knew that much about myself, that I was skilled at that enough at that level, I could go get something else. But see, some of us are so caught up in our jobs, baby, you lose your job today, you're going to have a whole meltdown. How I'm going to pay my bills? But then you be crying every single Sunday and eating and Sabbath and all this and talking about how the Most High supplies all your needs. Make it make sense. Because either the Most High going to supply all your needs or this job is your source. And you can keep treating that resource that's supposed to be funding what you're supposed to be doing as the source if you want to. But when that source closes doors, because a lot of doors going to get closed next year. I hope y'all been seeing them. When that source closes doors, you going to really see what time it is. So I need you to understand that you yourself are time, energy, attention, and money. You don't have to beg for these things. You have to create these things. You have to manage these things. You have to properly steward these things so that you get more. If you want to know why you're not getting money and why it's not being consistent for you in your business or whatever it looks like, there are several reasons why that happens. But I'm going to tell you the main reasons that I see that this happens. This happens because people are stuck at one frequency. Let me turn this fan on. It's a little warm. People are stuck at the lowest level of frequency when it comes down to money. And that frequency sits on getting money. Anyone can get money. If you get a 2-week check, you can get money. That's not an issue. But can you manage it? That's another frequency. But then you have the people who think that they're managing it by holding on to it when you're not investing it, you're not growing it. Therefore, no, you're not managing, you're holding it. And you hold something really, really tight when you're scared you ain't going to be able to get it back. And that's the lack mindset, which is why money is not coming to you. Then you have the third level frequency, which is people who keep money, meaning money continues to flow to them. It's like soon as they get it in their hand, they put it back out because they understand it's automatically coming to them because they understand how law works. They understand how spiritual law works. Whatever you sow, you're going to reap. Point blank, period, the end. That hasn't shifted or changed. And the more you understand law, the more you understand yourself. But the first thing that you have to grasp is how valuable you are as a woman. If you don't do anything, you innately have a value that is far beyond money. So stop putting a price tag on your tail. Understand that you are time, you are energy, you are attention, and you are money. You are high value currency. And I know normally I tell you, say I'm currency in the comments. I want you to put in the comments, I am high value currency, because you need to understand the value of time. You need to understand the value of your energy. You need to understand the value of your attention, like you try to act like you understand the value of your money. So put in the comments for me, I am high value currency, because I need you to understand how valuable you are. I don't need you to do anything. I need you to digest that. I need you to eat that. I need you to accept that. And I need you to start walking in that, because that's the only way you're going to start seeing something shift and be different in your life. What people don't realize is your misaligned beliefs is the reason why you are in the position that you're in right now. You are working that 9 to 5 because you believe that's your only option. Hi, my love. You are sticking with that business model because you feel like that's your only thing you can do. Like, make it make sense. That's why you're sitting at that space and you can't rise above that. You're not going to be able to rise above that. And that's why your business is not going to be producing any fruit. Okay? The second thing I need you to understand is that your beliefs impact your biology, and your biology influences your behavior. As you see, they have told us, go up, grow up, go to school, work hard, achieve the American dream. We all believe that, and guess what? But on Ting, we got scammed. People can't buy houses. We are literally being bought out. We're being shut out of being able to buy a lot of things. Like, you really need to start paying attention to what's really happening. It was a scam. Y'all get it? So it's up to you to start waking up from that dream, which is really like a nightmare, and start understanding how to create the reality is that you really, really want for yourself. Because complaining about it is not going to help. Guess what? Price is still going up on stuff. Guess what? Jobs are still going to be closing down. What are you going to do? How are you going to make? What is your position in this? That's the question you need to be asking yourself. Okay? And if your business isn't producing fruit, you're not going to be able to do that. And so I want to help you today by showing you these 3 key things that you're probably doing in your business that's blocking you from actually getting fruit. And when I say fruit, I'm speaking of growth, financial growth, client growth, all of these things. If you're not experiencing growth in your business is dying. Anything that's not growing is dying. And you need to understand where these things are coming from, okay? So understand your beliefs impact your biology, and your biology influences your behavior. I teach a 3-part success strategy system to my clients via all of the courses and content and different programs that I offer. Obedience to spiritual law is number 1. When you understand spiritual law and you obey spiritual law, it makes it very easy for you to run your business. You don't find yourself in jams. You don't find yourself getting caught up when slow moments are happening in business. You are literally trusting the Creator. You are trusting the Most High. You are trusting the Divine to do everything that the Divine has told you in your private conversations that the Most High is going to do. Okay? So you are literally leaning into that because you are trusting. Let me tell you something. Law always is going to have to be honored and obeyed. I'm telling you, if there's law for everything, and you have to understanding universal law really positions you at a higher level in business. The second thing that's very important is understanding the science of yourself and understanding the science of everything else around you. Let me just let you know, if you're not living in sync with your menstrual cycle, you're not going to ooze feminine energy. You're disconnected from your body. Being disconnected from your body does not support you creating a business that supports your womanhood, because you don't understand the dynamics of how your actual womanhood works and how it operates. So it's very, very important for you to start syncing with the 4 phases of your cycle. You don't just have that 5 to 7 days you're bleeding. You got 4 phases: menstrual, luteal, follicular, and ovulation. If you know how to work with these, dynamics of yourself, you will find yourself more at peace, and you will find yourself less being in battle with other people. Because a woman, most of the time, who's at war with herself internally is a woman who's disconnected from herself. Because why would a woman ever want a war with her intuition? It's an honor for your intuition to be there. That's a gift. So it's very, very important for you to understand that you got to understand the science of yourself as well as understand the science of everything else around you, understanding how you're connected to the earth, how you're connected to men. Society is really good at teaching you how to be women from an artistic and aesthetic perspective. They're not telling you and teaching femininity from a science perspective. They're not speaking about your feminine design, which is why I speak about your feminine design. Because I want you to understand is that in order for you to really have chemistry with somebody else, you got to understand your own chemistry. If you don't know how you work chemically, how do you think you're and then you're trying to chemically bond with somebody else and you're wondering why it's turning out bad? When you let me put you on game for those who don't know. When you sleep with somebody, you release a hormone and you become chemically bonded to this person, like you're feeling like you're married to them. Let me just put you on game if you didn't know. You literally are chemically bonding with them. How are you chemically bonded with somebody when you don't even understand your own chemistry? So now you're wondering why you in a nightmare, why you in a situation that's so dangerous, that broke your heart so bad, it almost crushed you, you almost was out of here, you was on your knees, you wondering why. That was y'all didn't have chemistry. That was an explosion. You put yourself in a position, you mixed your chemical energy with this particular chemical, and you got an explosion. You got a bad reaction, sis. And you got a bad reaction because you don't understand the science of yourself. You got a bad reaction because you don't understand the science of men. And if you keep going with this type of stuff and you don't understand the science and you keep bonding with people and allowing this to happen to you, then you create children that you don't understand the science of either. So you're not prepared for that either. We have to start using wisdom with how we want to live as women. We have to. And that starts with, and that's why I always start with understanding that you are a high level currency. Because if you don't know, you ain't going to act like it, you ain't going to show it, and people going to keep playing you like they've been playing you. Because really, you playing yourself. And you're playing yourself because you don't understand yourself. Lack of self-awareness is one of the biggest problems in society today. You don't know yourself, so you let other people tell you about you, and they tell you wrong. And you live according to their guidelines, and when those things don't work out for you, you are upset, you are sad, you are in your feelings, you are depressed, you are down, and you are wondering how you got yourself here because you listening to their programming. You listening to their foolishness. You listening to people who've never constructed anything in their life but a monstrosity of a mess, but you trust them. You trust people outside of yourself instead of the one that created you. You trust them, and you got the God frequency within you. Literally, the God frequency is Luke 17:21. The kingdom of heaven is within you. You don't even act like it. You seek other people out. You need a master instead of actually going within. And that's your problem because you don't know yourself. And then you call yourself connecting with another man. Ma'am, cut it for yourself. Okay? Cut it for yourself. Understanding the science of yourself and understanding the science of everything else around you. Number 3, knowing your personal psychology. The judgment you have for your mama, the judgment you have for the people that came before you, the judgment you have for all the other women who make decisions that you think are she being stupid or whatever the case may be. How about you take your judgmental glasses off? How about you pay attention to the cycles and the loops in your own family before you repeat them? Because I ain't never seen an orange come from an apple tree. Never seen it. I don't think it's going to happen either. I mean, I know they're doing a lot of GMO stuff, but I don't really think that's happening. Okay? So you have to really pay attention to the people that came before you so that you can actually put in the work to break the cycle, to do something different. People try to act like breaking generational curses is so hard. The breaking the generational curse is really not that hard. I'm going to be real with you. Hey, my love. The hard part is making the decision to do it. See, once you decide to do it, it's either you're going to obey it or you ain't going to do it. But the truth is coming down to the decision that you're actually going to do it. If you see the women in your family have worked extremely hard and been hustling, they have only attracted men who didn't support them, you need to see and pay attention where they came from so you can close the gap, because you're going to attract the same type of men. We do what we see. Now, you can play yourself into thinking that we don't. You can try to save all the TikTok therapy sessions on here if you want to try to talk yourself about your attachment style, but you are who you are. And you're going to be who you're going to be until you make a decision to shift and change that. Okay? And so that's where this has to go. So Understand and know your personal psychology so that you don't repeat it. Again, obedience to spiritual law. Number 2, understanding the science of yourself in order to understand the science of everything else around you, as well as knowing your personal psychology. This is a 3-part success strategy system that I live by, that I support my clients with, and it supported my clients in getting massive results. Clients going from 0 to 15K in less than 30 days. Clients hitting 6 figures while on their first digital nomad assignments. Clients being healed from addictions. Clients going from 5 figures to 6 figures, from 6 figures to multi 6 figures. It's all about doing your work. Making the money. Let me tell y'all something. It's not hard to make money. I keep telling y'all this. I'm trying to tell you the truth. It's not hard to make money. The hard part is knowing yourself and managing yourself. See, if you can manage yourself enough, if you can manage your time properly to focus on what you need to do. I'm finna give y'all a game plan. I didn't even think I was finna give y'all this for the ones who still got 9 to 5s, but I'm finna go ahead and help you real quick. So I hate whoever finna miss this. But let me just go ahead and tell you. If you are a person who has a business and you are working a 9 to 5, this is how I'm gonna prepare you so you can go ahead and get up out of there, okay? So stop playing with a real one. If this is really what you want, then say that in the comments. I'm going to share it, and also make sure that you share this with other women who actually need to come off their 9 to 5. They know they got skills. They know they got a business. I'm going to tell you how to do it using the I am high level currency method. Okay? All right. The first thing that you're going to do is that you're going to look at your time at work as what? You're going to be assessing what's going on. Your job at that 9 to 5 is to pay attention to what's going on, to see exactly how you want your business to be run, for you to be seeing the things that how you don't want your business to be run. And you also are looking at that as like, this job is an investment into my business. So guess what that means? During that time frame, when it comes down to you being on that job, however long it's going to be. But before we even get into that, you're going to have to set an end date. When are you quitting? That's what you're going to write down. If we're quitting a year from now, then go ahead and write that date down. Because like it says in scripture, write it down, make it plain. Go ahead and write that date down. If you are quitting a year from now, write it down, because I'm not about to play with y'all. Write it down. This year, you are solely focused and you are investing in amplifying your gifts and amplifying tools in your business so that you can leave. So your whole goal is to use that job, your time at that job, is to use that job to create a cushion so you can leave. That's the whole purpose. You are analyzing. That is why you're there. This is how you're going to conserve your energy. You ain't volunteering for no extra jobs. You ain't volunteering to do no extra work. You ain't staying late. You ain't overworking. You ain't overthinking. Because why? That is going to drain your energy. And if you ain't got no energy, guess what? You can't create. And if you can't create, you ain't finna have no money. So guess what we finna do? Start telling people no. That's the second thing you're going to start doing. So we're conserving energy around this piece, okay? So the second thing you're going to do is you're going to start telling people no. And you finna stop being scared to tell people no. Because we don't kiss behinds to get ahead. You be authentic in who you are and you attract opportunities. That's the way this goes, okay? We don't put on masks to get more money. We don't have to do that. So that's the second thing you're going to do. You're going to preserve your energy. The third thing that you're going to do, okay, is focus your attention. What is the focus? Are we going to focus on how much you hate this job? Or are you going to focus on how you're going to be using this job to be getting you to your business? So you're going to be doing everything that you can so that you can invest in things that are going to amplify the gifts that you already have. This is what you're going to do. Okay? You're going to take your money and invest, whether that's in coaching, whether that's in higher level skill sets. We're not investing in emotional stuff. We're not investing in foolishness. We are investing in focusing our attention on ways to amplify us because we want to amplify our value. That's the whole idea, because you are an income increasing asset. But the way that you really show that to the world is to amplify what you have. If you are a great writer, but you struggle with grammar, you're going to invest in what? A course or a coach or someone that's going to support you in teaching you how to do that. You're going to take a writing course because you understand the power in that. If your gift is, okay, I'm going to be doing coaching, but I don't know how to start a program. Okay, you're going to holler at a coach that's going to help you create a signature program so that you can leave. So your investment is going to go into her. She's going to create the service for you. You're going to market it and all that stuff. If your idea is to, you know what, I hate the office. I want to be a digital nomad. I want to work from anywhere in the world. I am over that. Then I am your girl. You will come to me. I will teach you a digital-based business model so you can do your sacred work for anywhere in the world. I will teach you how to digitize your intelligence so you are not hustling. Okay? And so while you, just like Sasha was in Jamaica chilling, you cashing in $100,000. for an 11 months on your digital nomad assignment. So what we want to do, what is the attention needs to be focused on what the goal is, okay? So notice I'm using currency here. Time, energy, attention, now money. Listen. Stop saying you don't have no money when you eat $27.40 worth of food every single day in junk. Because you don't have to eat that. And if you multiply that times 365, that is literally $10,000. So don't say you don't have $10,000 for a coaching program. Don't say you don't have $10,000 to elevate your skill sets, because you do, you eat it. Okay? So what we're going to do when it comes down to the area of money, we're going to set our money up around what's important, what we value. So do we value eating a bunch of fast food all year long? What's the return on that investment going to be? Okay. Do we value elevating to the next level? Okay. So what is that investment going to look like? Okay. So all your money, all of the money you spend needs to be an investment. What are you investing in? Are you invested in becoming a fatty? I'm going to tell you something, because that used to be me. That was me. Are you invested in being a fatty? Okay. Are you investing eating out like this, and at the end of the year you wonder why you gained 15 pounds? Let's get into it. Are you investing your time in watching reality TV, and at the end of the year all you got is to be able to tell us all the celebrities' business? What are we doing? What are we really doing? And then you want to come out and cry, talking about something, man, I paid for this coach and my business not working. Baby, you not working. You not focused. Where your time going? Where your energy going? Where your attention at? And where your money at? See, I'm going to ask them kind of questions, because you can miss me with that. Miss me for real with that. Okay? So I just gave you a free game plan on how to get up out of there within a year. If you are serious, if you are being called to work with me, you might want to go ahead and start now. And if you are in that space, that masterclass I'm having a masterclass on 12/14. That masterclass is called The Feminine Business Blueprint. In that masterclass, I'm gonna cover these 7 things, and then I'm finna tell you why the business ain't working for a lot of people, why they messed up in 2023. Okay, you're going to know. You're gonna discover your authentic design. You're gonna identify what makes you unique, about what's unique about your feminine essence, and what about that is going to allow you to shine out here in the digital market space. You need to get out here in the digital market space, y'all. Everything is going digital, money included. Okay, I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to tell you now. Get your business together, okay? So it's the first thing. But you want to be able to stand out, because yes, everyone is going to be online. Yes, it's going to seem like it's saturated, but you are unique. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. You have a uniqueness about yourself. But if you don't get to know yourself, you're not going to know that. So that's why it's very important. The first step in that blueprint is for you to discover your authentic design. The second thing you're going to do is that you're going to understand why aligning your authentic feminine design is crucial for your success in business, okay? So we're going to do alignment for success. You're going to learn how to access and channel your authentic feminine energy for a transformative impact on your business. You can always use this too in life, because a lot of the tactics and things I teach you in business, you literally can transform in life, because life and business are parallel. You can't tell me you don't procrastinate. You procrastinate in life and you don't procrastinate in business. That's not true. You do. This is keep it real, okay? So the fourth thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to build a consistent presence online. Yes, this masterclass is going to be live, okay? It's going to be live, and it costs $297. You can get it with a firm, client, and afterpay. If you can't do $297 for you're not ready to start. You're not ready to do business. I'm just going to tell you the truth. If you can't invest $297, you're not ready to do business. You might need to stay at your 9 to 5. Because if I had to tell you the investments in different things of what my people cost and what that looks like, your mind would be blown. I was talking to my coach today, and my coach was telling me she just invested in another coach. She paid $20,000. So I'm telling you, if you're not ready to drop $297 via Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay, even on that level, you're not ready to do business. You have to spend money in order to make money. Will we be able to ask questions? Yes, you will be able to ask questions while we are on the masterclass, and you get a copy of this masterclass, because this structure is going to support you going into 2024 as far as structuring your business out. Okay. So in that, how to build a consistent presence is going to look like you uncovering the secrets to showing up consistently in your business, because that's very, very important. Consistency equals cash flow. That's what y'all got to remember. So I'm going to teach you my formula in that, okay? The next thing that you're going to understand is that execution, evolution, and elevation are extremely, extremely key. I'm going to teach you how to master the art of consistency in those areas of executing plans, evolving strategies, and how to elevate your business, okay? The sixth thing that we're going to do is I'm going to give you the core elements of a feminine-based business model that you're going to need. Y'all sell out here selling y'all services like men. Y'all out here selling y'all services like men. And you wonder why you're not. Like, it's not just like man, it's not masculine, it's like gas station man. Like, that's how y'all coming with these to the people. Like, gas is very salesy, it's very cheesy, it's very all that. As a feminine woman, all you doing is you're offering an experience. That's your position. Your position is to offer an experience, not to overwork yourself. So I'm going to teach you these core things because you're going to gain insight on fundamental components that make a feminine business model flourish, okay? And then you're also going to get my personal favorite, which is my Free Women Framework, which it teaches you how to embrace the freedom that comes with the framework tailored to unleashing your feminine entrepreneurial spirit. So this whole masterclass is really going to support you in creating the structure you're going to need to operate as a feminine CEO in 2024. The masterclass, like I said, is $297. You can get it with Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay. It's 12/14. 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's going to be absolutely amazing, and I'm really, really ecstatic about it because not only am I helping you guys not hustle in your business, but I'm really showing you that you really can create income more so with ease when you don't try to fight the process or do things that are not natural to you, okay, as a woman. So that's the Feminine Business Blueprint. If you want more information or if you want to purchase your ticket for that, you can click the link in the bio. You'll see it in the bio. Just go in. It has a payment button. You'll get it. You'll get your email this evening about it. And yeah. So, but let's go ahead and get to this topic at hand. I'm here to talk mainly about why your business isn't producing any fruit. So this is for the person who has started a business and is, you're really excited about it. You've done a lot. You've done all these different things, but you're not really seeing any fruit, or it's not consistent, where you're seeing cash flow. You're just kind of having it just ain't doing what you thought it was going to do, okay? I'm going to tell you 3 reasons probably why that's happening, because I keep seeing it a lot. And a lot of women keep coming to me about this. And I just want us to stop doing this because it's really not serving us. It's making us sick, and it's impacting the way we show up in business, okay? So number 1, the first reason your business is not producing any good fruit, might be producing fruit, it's probably ain't good fruit. Number 1 reason why a lot of women's business are not producing good fruit is because women are exhausted. What I am seeing is that women are lying about where they are for real. Yes, we are looking like we are excelling, going to therapy, doing this, doing that, getting a bag, do this and do that. But behind closed doors, like, we're extremely exhausted. We feel very crippled. We feel very sad. We're feeling all of these things. And it's just not together. It's very much so giving mask. You being exhausted is the number 1 sign that you are either working against your feminine design by way of working too hard. This could be you mentally stressing and overthinking. This could be you doing more things that you have not been asked to do instead of actually responding to your audience the way your audience, you should. You're spending your time doing a lot of action taking, which makes you feel like you're doing something, but you're really doing more busy work because you're not really getting to where you want to be. You're not getting towards the goal. And that's happening because you are exhausted. And when you are exhausted, you are an energetic match for illness. You're not an energetic match for income. You are an energetic match for illness when you start exhausting yourself, okay? Because then you put yourself in a position to where you're so tired, you can't create, you can't show up. And if you can't show up, there's no consistency. And if there's no consistency, people are not seeing you. People are not resonating with you. And if that's not happening, you're not getting any revenue. You cannot operate like that. You cannot exhaust yourself to oblivion. You're going to have to align with your authentic routine. And as a woman, we all have authentic routines, but you're just out of touch with yours. And see, a lot of us weren't taught this growing up, but when you start learning how to align with your body instead of fight your body, things become so much easier. It becomes a whole lot easier for you to focus. It becomes a whole lot easier for you to go and do your 9 to 5, knowing that you're leaving in a year. So when they piss you off and doing whatever, you just like kind of not even paying attention to them, because you understand that this is a stepping stone. This is not your last step. And because you're focused and you understand, you're spending your time, energy, attention, and money going towards you getting out of there. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. Like I said, 2024 is also an election year. And you guys need to really think about this. Things always pop off in election year. I'm going to say that without saying it. Okay? And I really hope y'all paying attention to what is going on. It's not the time for you to be exhausted. It's the time for you to be exemplary. And the only way you're going to be exemplary is if you are operating according to your authentic feminine energy. And exhaustion and feminine energy do not go in the same sentence. It doesn't work. Feminine energy only exhausts itself when it's out of place, when it's out of position. And so you yourself have been out of position, and that's why you're exhausted, which is why your business isn't producing any fruit. You can't. It can't, because the health of your business is only as good as the well-being of its CEO. So if the well-being of its CEO is not at a high level, it's not healthy, the business is not going to be healthy. And that's what you have to understand, okay? So the second reason why a lot of businesses that are being created now by a lot of women, because we're just like doing this, and we start a lot of reasons why. Another reason why it's happening is because truthfully, you started a business that you don't love. You started a business that you don't love. You don't really love the work you do. You started a business because you wanted to make money. Worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do is start a business just so you can make money. The worst thing you can do is start a business just because, I just want to create generational wealth, without even really understanding how you create generational wealth and you won't heal generational trauma. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation, but we need to really start focusing on the main thing. Because you're talking about generational wealth. If you put money in the hands of people who traumatize, what the hell you think they finna do with that money? Okay? We not thinking about any of that. These are the things that we need to start thinking about. So don't be out here creating business to get money. You're scamming yourself. You're scamming people. You're not doing it with purpose, and you're not going to be able to continue. And that's very damaging and very dangerous, okay? So when I say you don't, and the reason you don't love your business, so if you don't love your business, that means that in that business, and I want you to just really think about love for a second. If we just looked at it from a biblical perspective, right? If you looked at love from that perspective, where love is kind, love is patient, love is not boastful, love is does not keep a record of wrongdoing. You know you do all these things to yourself. So true T, you don't even really love yourself. You can't love your business. Because you don't know how to be kind to yourself when you make a mistake. You don't know how to be kind to yourself when things happen and they go away that you didn't think it was going to go. You don't know how to be patient with yourself. You don't know how to act while you waiting. You're out here acting desperate. You keep a record of wrongdoing, of every little small thing, like you being, like all of these things are just completely out of order. You don't love yourself, therefore you cannot love serving other people. Because it says in scripture to love your neighbor as you love yourself. So make it make sense to me, it don't. You can't exemplify something that you're not. You can't give something that is not of you. So you don't love your business is because you don't love your business. You can't show up confidently because y'all ever meet people, really pay attention to people like or couples that are together and you just feel the love off them. Now I know people front and do stuff, but the one thing about energetics don't lie. Energetics never lie, okay? Men lie, women lie, numbers can be fabricated. They do it every day, okay? But what does not lie is energetics. Energetics never lies. You can see people who truly love one another. You almost can feel it beaming off them. You also can see and feel people who truly are love in action. It just beams off them. You just feel it. It's just the essence. You literally feel their energy. You know when a person loves what they do. You know when a person loves to serve. I am a woman who loves to serve. It's in who I am. I've had to learn how to manage it because I'm the oldest daughter, so I thought I had to serve everybody. But I don't change the fact that I serve. because it's a part of who I am. I have a very nurturing spirit. I'm just very clear on who I serve so I don't mismanage my energy, i.e., my vulnerabilities. Then I'm looking for an apology or I'm looking like you owe me something. Okay? So I love serving. And because I love serving and you work with me, you feel that coming from me because I adore serving. You don't love your business. You're not an energetic match for clients to connect with you. You don't even love what you do. They're not going to love it. If you don't love it enough to speak on it and to be consistent and to put it out there, no one else is going to love it either. Therefore, you're not an energetic match to attract clients or attract people who want to buy in. You're not an energetic match. You should love your offer. I love the Feminine Solar Cycle Digital Nomad Program Collective. I love that program so much. I love that program so much because it teaches women just how to literally create the life and business structure that they need so they can go and work from anywhere in the entire world. They don't have to be dependent on systems. They understand how to align with the system that is within them because they have a design. It is unique. It is beautiful. It is authentic. And when you get in that frequency, you begin to attract massively. You begin to open up massively. You're not scared to be vulnerable. You're not out here, I don't trust people. No, it ain't about you trusting other people. You trust yourself and stop lying. Stop lying, saying that you don't trust people. It ain't that you don't trust people and people ain't straight. You don't trust yourself because of the people that you've chosen. Deal with the fact that you lack discernment. See, when we tell ourselves the real truth, then we can get the support that we need. But when we keep lying, it don't really work out for us. And stop lying like you love your business. You don't. You're not in love with your business. You're not in love with your offer. And that's okay. It's time to pivot. And it's time to align with something that really is more with you so that you can actually start attracting and getting more good fruit. But all of these things are starting with you. Okay? So, number one, you're exhausted. Number two, you don't love your business. And both of those things put you in position to be vibrated, I'll say you're not loving your business, put you in a position to basically bankrupt your business because you're not selling, you're not offering because you don't love it. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're not able to actually bring in clientele. The third thing that's very important and why you got to understand why a lot of businesses are not producing good fruit is because a lot of women have divested from the vision. It was very clear what it is that you were excellent at. It is very clear at what it is that you're supposed to be doing, but you're choosing to do something else because somebody else said this was better and that this would work. And this goes back into not trusting yourself. When you are not in alignment with your authentic feminine design and you don't listen to your intuition, as far as how you're creating and how you're operating in these things, people will tell you about you because you don't know your own identity. And therefore, you will adopt ideologies, you will adopt business strategies, you will adopt all these things that counteract what you're actually supposed to be doing, which is why you are not an energetic match for cash flow. You're not an energetic match for cash flow because you have divested from the original vision. Nobody told you to do that. You got scared because you were doing it for 10 days and you felt like it wasn't working. You didn't even give it a full 120. You didn't even give it a full 120. You did something for 10 days and all of a sudden you quit because you're not getting results. You feel like that because you're watching other people thinking you're supposed to get a quick fix. This is not the way this goes. Building a business is a long game. Yes, the money comes in. Yes, you can make 5 figures a month. Yes, you can make 6 figures. Yes, you can make a whole lot of money. But can you manage yourself? Because 1 year in business of hitting 6 figures is nothing when you got the next year to go. So it don't really, listen to me. It don't matter how much, and I've made quite a bit of money. It don't matter how much money I made this year. January 1st, I'm at zero again. January 1st, I'm at zero again. So now comes the challenge, do it again. Do it again and multiply, amplify it. But you can't amplify it if you have not spent that time before amplifying yourself. You ain't ready. Okay? You cannot divest from the vision and expect to get the reward. You have to stand on point. You have what the kids be saying. Y'all have to stand on business. Because if we're gonna talk about it, really stand on it. For real, really, really stand on it. Stand on the vision that was given to you. Don't try to alter it. Don't try to shift it. There are a multitude of ways and things that'll come from that. You have to trust that process. Okay? So again, a lot of these reasons of why women are not producing good fruit in their business. Number one, exhausted. Number two, you don't love your business. You don't love your offer, therefore you don't feel comfortable selling until you don't sell. And you divested for the vision. You've adopted so many different ideologies because you got into comparison syndrome, and now you're just in this huge rut. Okay? If this is you and you have done your business like this, it's very important for you to be in the free feminine blueprint, business blueprint masterclass on the 14th. Okay? It's very important to be in that masterclass so that you can get yourself more aligned with where you actually need to be. There's no reason why, as a woman, you should be hustling and operating and doing masculine sales tactics in your business. It's really no reason for that. It's no reason for that. You don't have to do that. And then you want to turn around and be upset. And also watch what you calling yourself. I'm a female hustler. I'm this. Stop all of that. Stop all of that because it's not serving you. You're continuously exhausted. You don't love your business. And you divested from the vision. You're miserable and you feel like you spent a lot of money investing in your business and building your business. You wonder why it's not working. Those are the three reasons right there. And all of those scream lack of feminine energy. That screams disconnection from the body. That screams my business was not designed according to my feminine design. I picked up another business model thinking that it was going to work for me. You have to know how you operate in order for you to know how you need to work. And I know that's very different from what we're accustomed to. We're accustomed to making yourself appear a certain kind of way on a resume so people can choose you. You need to understand, you the choosee. Okay? You don't get chose. You the one who choose. You choose who you are giving your time, your energy, your attention, your money to. These are your choices. Stop letting people pick you. And I had this conversation a long time ago with one of my babies in life. I asked her, I said, do you pick the people around you or do they pick you? She said she don't know. And I told you always pick the people around you. You never know the intentions of other people. You only know the intentions of yourself. So you pay attention to what's happening around you so that you know how to add the proper people into your space. You the choosee. People don't choose you. Oh, I just can't. Even when it come down to marriage, stop playing yourself. Yes, a man who findeth a wife findeth a good thing because he findeth favor with the Lord. But she chooses him. It's a lot of men gonna find you. A lot of them. Bums finding you. Okay? So what are we talking about here? You the choosee. You the one who choose. People don't choose you. And that needs to apply across the board in your life. Okay? Not just in business. When you apply what I teach you in business is applicable to life. Because your life ain't that different from how you do business. If you a snake in real life and you talking about people in real life, your business is gonna get ruined because your reputation is gonna be known as that. It's gonna be known as that. You can't turn off your personality. You can't turn off your darkness. You can't turn off your issues and then start doing business. You need to do your work. See, this the thing. When you don't do your work, that's how you end up like dude right now who losing all these deals. That mogul. Everybody was calling him a mogul. See how he losing all these. When you don't deal with your darkness, when you don't deal with your deviance, when you don't deal with yourself, when you don't deal with your demons, they deal with you. And guess what they do? They deal with you on a public playground. That's the gimmick. You do these things in private, but they're displayed on a public playground. And people miss that. People miss that because you always think that the bill ain't coming due. The bill always come due, baby. Every single time. You decide what type of fruit you want to produce. Thank you, my love. You decide what type of fruit you want to produce in your business. That man's legacy is ruined. And that's what happens when you don't know how to manage yourself, which is why the key principle of what I teach is for women to understand the power of self-awareness, because if you know yourself, you can get a handle on yourself. You understand what I'm telling you? And when you can get a handle on yourself, you can get a handle on everything else outside of yourself. But don't talk to me about how you handling and standing on business and you won't stand on your own principles. You won't stand on your own boundaries. You ain't standing on business. You playing. You're playing. Okay? So, you want to know why your business ain't producing no fruit? Look at those 3 things. If you are in a space where you want to shift that and you want more of a feminine based business model going into 2024, but you do not know the structure, you don't know what you need to be doing, you don't know what it needs to look like, I'm going to support you and give you those things. But it's going to start with you. You can click the link in the bio to be able to get access. The masterclass is going to be on December 14th, 2023. Okay? And it also is going to be on 2023, 6:30, and it's $297. You can get a recliner, affirm, and afterpay. Business owners, I don't want to hear nothing about $297. You ain't ready to do business. You ain't ready to do business if you don't have $297 to invest. You eat $297. Because if we want to break, I already told y'all eat up $10,000 spending $24.70 a day. No, $27.40 a day. Excuse me. If you spend that a day, that's a $10,000 coaching program. That's a $10,000 of you elevating and get to the next level. That's $10,000 you could have invested in amplifying your gifts. You ate it. What was the return on that investment? So that's what we have to start looking at. What is really vital? What is really important? Okay. What questions do you guys have for me? Drop them in the comments. Let me see. Yeah, drop them in the comments. If you want more information, if you want your ticket to the masterclass, go ahead and grab it. I'm only doing a couple of seats, tickets to the masterclass. I'm only going to do 15. I normally do 25 to 30 seats. I'm only doing 15. And as you see, I have almost 40,000 followers on TikTok. I have an email list of almost, I don't even know, I think like we're 7, because I've been going through 7. So I have 15 seats. And first come, first serve. This is for the women who are focused, who are serious, and who want to get it done. So you can click the link in the bio to be able to access to get your ticket. And then I'm going to be sending out emails tonight to the women who get their tickets. And I'll be back tomorrow to go live as well, to speak on how toxic feminine energy is ruining your business. I think a lot of us really don't realize that we're a lot more poisonous than we realize, and you're poisoning your own well. So I'm going to tell you how you poisoning your own well tomorrow, okay? With that toxic feminine energy and why you ain't making no money. Yeah, I'm going to help you out with that, okay? So, all right. I don't see any questions so far. DM me if that shifts or you guys need anything from me. Myself or my assistant will get with you as soon as possible. Join my email list if you're interested in knowing more about how to become a digital nomad so that you can do your work from anywhere in the entire world. And check out any of the courses or services that I have available for you. You should be able to click the link and be able to go and read up some information. The only one that doesn't have read up information is the new masterclass. Most of the time with new masterclasses, I don't really have a lot of information because I tend to talk more about those on live. So if you have specific questions, be sure to email me. Be sure to DM me and send me a message, and I will get with y'all as soon as I can. I'm about to go find me some food. Honey, I'm setting the end date, period. I know this, right? All right, my loves. If y'all want to know, if y'all ready to apply for the Digital Nomad program, go ahead and click the link in the bio and go and apply. And we can get that work, okay? All right, y'all. Well, I hope that you guys have an amazing, amazing Wednesday. I will talk to y'all soon. Peace. Why this thing, it never wants to do